Hiya, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's so great to have you back. I'm so happy. It's been a while, yeah. I'm not sure, it's just yesterday. So today's video is going to be talking about some, strategies to use in IELTS speaking. Yep, keep on watching. Cool Today I want us to be talking about, IELTS speaking and some things you should do and some things you shouldn't do when you're doing IELTS speaking. So during my own time, during my speaking speaking test, it was COVID period, so I wasn't having a face-to-face examiner. It was done over the phone. Like my interview or speaking test was done over the phone. So you can imagine the kind of tension I had. Like, is this woman going to hear me well? Or you understand? Like, I was tense. It wasn't like any other one that they used to do before, where the person is sitting face to face with you, and you're seeing the person, you're seeing the remarks on your faces if you're doing the wrong thing or the right thing. So this one was over the phone, and it was a bit. And network was also an issue for me at that point, because the network was breaking at one point or the other and all that, and it was a whole lot of stress. But then something I just want to point out is, when you're doing IELTS speaking, it's good to maintain your confidence. What they are requesting from you in speaking tests is confidence, to make sure that you have that confidence to keep on talking. Like, you make a mistake, keep on talking. You have network issues, keep on talking. You think you're saying the wrong thing, keep talking. They are testing your use of English. They are testing your vocabulary in English, because the questions they ask you is not questions like, who is the president of Nigeria, who is the president of Ibadan, or who is the they are not asking you complex questions like that. They are asking you questions like, how did you spend your last Christmas holiday? What's your favorite food? Do you like bathing in the rain? Things like that. Like, they are not looking for the knowledge. They are not looking. The knowledge is not going to benefit them. What will benefit them is actually your use of vocabulary. You understand? That's why you must keep on talking. You know these things. You know the answers. You know what they are asking from you. So you just need to be able to express yourself. And they want to see how best you're able to express yourself. That's the actual test. You understand? That's the actual test, not actually what the question they're asking you. They don't care if if you like bathing in the rain, or they don't care about your favorite food. But they ask you your favorite food. Why? Because they want to see how you're able to express yourself to give them that answer. It's that process of expressing yourself they are testing from you. So don't kind of freak out when you feel like, oh, I just said something wrong. Who knows about your childhood except your immediate family and friends? You understand? Just your use of vocabulary. That's why when you're preparing for your IELTS, it's good you have a lot of register, like word registers. Just read a lot of words, get yourself familiarized with a lot of words. That is going to help you in the process a lot. You need words. You need words, like reading newspapers, reading English books, novels and stuff like that. Even before you start preparing, get yourself to start reading newspapers, get yourself to start reading books. And I've always loved reading books, like storybooks, ever since I was like growing up as a child, and I like storybooks a lot. So all those ones kind of helped me to know some words. I know I'm not perfect in English, but I kind of have this some vocabularies in my head that when the situation calls for it, I'm able to present myself that, oh, I know this thing from a book I once read, like that, back then in the day. So that's what they are looking for. They want to know how much you know of English words, how best you're able to express yourself in English. And that's the actual test. Nothing more, nothing less. You understand? And also, aside the fact that they want you to be able to express yourself in English, they want you to be confident when you're expressing yourself. Express yourself confidently. If, for instance, you kind of made a mistake, you're supposed to say something like this, and the examiner, no, just continue. Just continue saying it. And when you're talking, make sure you talk at length, talk for long. When they ask you a question like, who is your favorite actor? You know, it's a short answer you're supposed to use. So you should give Michael Jackson, or I don't know the names of artists, but you just give one word like, okay, Michael Jackson, and you stop. That's not what they want from you. That is not it at all. You're going to fail that part woefully if you leave it at that. You tell them my favorite my favorite artist is Michael Jackson. I like him because so and so. I want to be like this so and so. Just give them stories, like give them a story around that question. You understand? Give them a broad story and let them be the one to stop you. Let them be the one to tell you it is enough. And when they tell you it is enough, it's not because you failed it. It's because your time has elapsed for that particular question and they want to ask you another question. So when they tell you to stop, know that, okay, yes, I've said something enough. I should be proud. Just be bold. Be bold. Confidently say what you have in your head. You know these things. You know English. We know English. Just say it out. Say it out as it is. Just keep talking. Keep pouring out all those things that you have been gathering in your head. This is the time to use it. This is the time to express yourself. Say it. Don't be scared. And also, don't try to cram. Don't try to memorize memorize words, or you see a word in a dictionary, for instance. Instead of you to get to know the meaning, you just cram means like, okay, if they ask me a question like this is what I'm going to say. Just cram. Don't over cram, because if you cram, you're going to make mistakes. If you forget one thing, it's going to affect your line, like your line of thoughts. It's going to affect your train of thoughts, and you see yourself hanging somewhere. You're not able to leave that place again. So I would advise that you shouldn't cram. Don't cram. Just try to be able to express yourself around that part, that vocabulary. You know the sort of questions they ask you. So try to get yourself familiarized with how to answer questions in those areas, and don't cram words, please. Don't cram words, because it's going to backfire. Don't cram words. Don't try to be saying big words. They are not looking for big words. Yes, they want you to be able to speak English and speak correct English, but they're not looking for big words like big vocabularies. They don't care if you know those ones or not. They just want you to be able to express yourself clearly in English. They want some idioms and all that, to be able to express yourself idiomatically and stuff, like dancing in the rain. What's the meaning of dancing in the rain? Things like that. As strong as the lion. What's the meaning of that idiom? They want you to be able to express yourself like that. So, of course, you need to be able to put things like that in your sentences when you're, selling them a story or answering a question. That's to tell that, okay, you know English, like you know how to, you get it, you understand, you know how to apply idioms in your speaking. So, but they don't want you to go and be cramming big words. They don't want you to go and cram what is this? Photosynthesis is too small, so I don't want to use that one. But big words I'm talking about, that even them will not even know the meaning. Who cares? Like, who cares? Seriously, who cares? So don't cram words. Don't use idioms. Yes, idioms are very important. I think idioms helps to give us a lot of high score, because it shows that you know what you're saying, you know the meaning of words, you know how to apply it and all that. Use idioms, but don't cram words. Be able to talk for long. Learn how to talk for long. Don't give short responses. Don't give close-ended responses. Be able to talk for long, actually, and be confident when you're speaking. Don't stop speaking when you feel you've made a mistake. Don't stop speaking when you see, maybe you see the examiner just looking at you or doing something else. You feel she's distracted. She's not distracted. Just keep talking. She's listening. It's even sounding like English, like music in her ear or his ears, whoever it is. So just keep talking until they tell you to stop, or until you think you've said enough. You know when you said enough, but make sure you actually tell a story instead of just giving a short response. Always remember to be confident. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day. Bye bye.